Hey YouTube, just giving you an update on the remote battery mount for the 68 Mustang. I was going to disassemble the battery mount so you could see how it was constructed. I wanted to create a level foundation for the battery and not bolt it directly down to the pan. I don't think it really sets very well if you do with that geometry. And I also wanted to retain the spare battery mount, which is underneath this pan. Basically, I just made a pan that goes over some, I used threaded rod couplings, but you'll see that as I get it apart. And then I also have a master battery switch up here, which if you have to do any work, it's nice to be able to have that disconnect without having to disconnect your battery. It just makes it a lot more convenient. And then, yeah, there's a short battery lead here that ties into the back of that switch, and then from the switch I'll have the main power that goes up to my circuit board up in the front of the engine compartment that I fabbed up front. Anyway, I'll take this apart, show you how it comes apart. This is a Summit product. Summit's set up for the optimum battery. Just got that battery post on. So right now everything's just loose, but that's the back side of it. It's very short, and then you'll pick up the main battery power from here. So this is one unit. Basically just mounted that to the top, made a stainless steel bracket for that switch. And take the battery out. Then these are the stock battery mount bolt down locations. These go to the coupling nuts, which I welded down. It's quite strong. I did have to put some spacers in. I have some aluminum spacers just to get the pan up off the carpet. So then that'll come off. And this pan is a 16 gauge pan I fabbed up. I used my Harbor Freight 3-in-1 slip roll, brake press, and shear. You can't shear this gauge metal on, but you can put it in the brake and make a pan out of it. It's everything that brake would want, but it can do it. It's a little bit more rounded, but I think it'll look nice. I'm probably just gonna paint this or have it powder coated satin black when I'm all done with it. And then you can see these studs coming in here. Those are basically the spacers. These are aluminum spacers. Right now I just kind of have them taped on there, and that just gets that elevated off that carpet. And then pull the carpet back out of the way. And basically you can see those are welded in. They're pretty hoggy looking welds, but they're very strong. There's definitely good penetration there, so it's they're not going anywhere. Now, was able to retain that. Not that that's that critical, but. And then these, I got these trunk boards. They're from CJ Ponies, and they are very thin. I might put a piece of fiberglass mat on the underside of them to stiffen them up, but each side I took 1/4 20 bolts, and then on the underside I welded in pans, so those are removable. And you know, if you're for housekeeping, you're not screwing a tack screw in and out of your, or sheet metal screw in and out of the pan, so they're more of a permanent application, a lot more sturdy for the application. But yeah, that's anyway, that's where we're at. These things are quite rugged, and they're also tied in because this is a frame rail here, so there's all sorts of development there as far as strength. So I would not be remotely concerned about the strength of those. But yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully the battery cables, we'll have that wrapped up next weekend, and then I think that's I'm gonna start pulling the motor and transmission out and do some little bit of brake line work, and then hopefully that'll wrap it up and start trying to get this thing on a rotisserie. All right, well, thank you guys. Hope everyone's safe and well. Have a good day. Bye.